everyone, welcome to Training Tuesday. I'm Lori with Behavior Education at Spirit Keeper Equine Sanctuary. Today is Tuesday, October 6th, 2020. However, the video footage of the training session you're about to see is from July 15th, 2020 of our two Okeetee Cornsnakes. I hope you enjoy this. They're beginner learners at the time this video was filmed, and it just shows a very simple target training session, teaching them to shift out of their enclosure so that I can clean it and change out some enclosure furnishings. Both of the snakes are very friendly and tame. They're handleable. So this was truly just an exercise for them and for me, and an opportunity for us to practice together. It wasn't necessary to get them to shift out in this manner. It's just a good tool to have, a good skill for them to know, and it's good practice for me. All right, these two baby corn snakes are very hungry. They haven't eaten in about a week. They're the two that last November got lost in shipping and were gone for 4 days in transit. They're doing very well, but they aren't very big. So I'm gonna try to draw one out at a time into their temporary bins, and this is where I put them for cleaning and feeding, because they right now are cohabiting. I don't intend to do that their whole lives. They were just highly stressed as babies when I separated them, and so I ended up putting them back together. But they're spending less time together lately, and I feel like they would probably be okay now if I put them into separate habitats, and one's a male and one's a female, so I certainly don't want to have corn snake babies. Not that they're old enough now, but in the future. This is the female. This is Roberta Lincoln, named after a character from one of the original Star Trek episodes called Assignment Earth, one of my favorite Star Trek episodes. Good girl. Very nice. Let me go ahead and reinforce that. Okay, good girl. I can handle them. They're not an issue to handle, but this is a training exercise for me and for them that allows for them to have some mental stimulation, get their brains working. It allows me to practice target training. It gives us something interactive to do together that's fun for me and hopefully engages them in some physical exercise and mental stimulation. Even though I could just now feed this other one in the enclosure, or I could just reach in and get him out and he would tolerate that. It isn't how I like to do things here. I want him to more than tolerate me. I want him to voluntarily decide that he wants to come out and engage in this activity. This is the male. His name is Gary 7. That was Robert Lansing's character in that Star Trek episode Assignment Earth. Nice job. I also like to habituate them to temporary containers in case we were to ever have to take them to the veterinarian or evacuate, or if they have to stay in a temporary tub for other reasons. I want them to already have positive associations with these things and to not be afraid of them. All right, I'm in the process of cleaning out their habitats. I'm gonna give them a second rodent because I'm out of regular sized fuzzies. I had to feed them small fuzzies. And that's not quite enough for you, is it? Let's do another exercise though. Can we practice one more time, Mrs. Roberta Lincoln? There you go. That's a good girl. Nice job. Are you ready for another? You have to practice your targeting. Oh, a very nice job. No, 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 up here. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. That's better. Here you go. He doesn't seem to be quite on top of the whole recognizing the target thing as she does. That's okay. As I said, these are very handleable and I don't have to rely on the target training to shift to them or to get them to come out of hiding so that I can handle them. It's just a nice tool to have in the tool belt and it's good practice. All right, I'm gonna put these guys back in and I did change their habitat around just a little bit. Changed out some of the enclosure furnishings and enrichment items. She never wants to go back in. She always wants to stay in her feeding tub in case more food's coming, I guess. So I'll let her sit there for a minute. Gary 7 usually is delighted to go back into his enclosure. This is a new humid hide for them. So it looks like he's checking that out. You're going to a part of your enclosure that you're familiar with already. Whoops, sorry. That'll help you build some resiliency. Roberta Lincoln, you already had 2 meal items. You're not getting another one. Okay? Let's go into your habitat. Yay! New stuff for you in there. We have an elevated humid hide this time next to their perch. They already had that shelf. They already had those 2 coconut hides and the toilet tissue roll. They have a new cardboard box there on top of one of their other hides. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that educational. I do want to update you that these 2 snakes are now living independently. They were doing very well after this with short periods separated, and so now each of them is in their own fully furnished enclosure and they're doing great. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, please remember to always be kind and love your animals.